Hi, all. This is Jan from the Jan Files. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button at the top. And also remember to hit the like button if you like what you see. So today I'm going to talk about pedophilia, Trump in his own words, and the Epstein files. So first thing I'm going to do is use the Merriam Webster definition of pedophilia. Sexual perversion in which children are the preferred sexual object. Specifically, a psychiatric disorder in which an adult has sexual fantasies about or engages in sexual acts with a prepubescent child. Now, that's context. So now I'm going to go to a few incidents of when Trump has said things that I think were inappropriate. And I, in my opinion, think they sexualize children. So you can make up your own mind. But in 1992, when he was filming the Entertainment Tonight Christmas special, he interacted with a group of young girls. He asked one girl if she was going up the escalator. After she affirmed, he turned to the camera and said, "I am going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?" Okay, so which one of you has looked at a 10-year-old child and thought, you know what? He's cute. 10 years from now, he's mine. Like, what? What? Has any of you ever thought that? Second time, when he was, he owned the Miss Universe pageant, which also included Miss Teen USA. Now, the girls in Miss Teen USA are from the ages of 15 to 19. 15 to 19. The contestants that's the age range. On the Howard Stern show, he bragged about entering dressing rooms unannounced while contestants were changing, including teens. I'll go backstage before a show and everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. No men anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant and therefore I'm inspecting it. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes and you see these incredible looking women. And, so I sort of get away with things like that. His words. So you walk into a dressing room full of naked girls, okay? And you think that's okay. His words, not mine. Multiple former Miss Teen USA contestants, some as young as 15, confirmed he did this in 1997. And one of them said that he said, "Don't worry, ladies, I've seen it all before." Trump in his own words. Trump in 2003, he commented on then 12-year-old Paris Hilton. Of course, once again on Howard Stern, Trump discussed knowing Paris Hilton since childhood. I've known Trump. I've known Paris Hilton from the time she was 12. Her parents are friends of mine. And the first time I saw her, she walked into the room and I said, "Who the hell is that?" At 12, I wasn't interested, but she was beautiful. Yet he looks at a 12-year-old and thinks, "Who the hell is that?" Again, is that something that you've ever thought about doing to a 12-year-old? Wow. 12 years old. She's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. No, it's certainly not something I've thought about. Not anyone I know would have thought like that. One after Tiffany was born, she was 6 months old. In the Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, for those of you who remember that, he was then with his wife, Marla, and Trump discussed Tiffany's physical traits. She's 6 months old. She's got Marla's legs. We don't know whether or not she's got this part yet, but time will tell. And he was going, she doesn't know whether she's got this part yet, pointing to her breasts. You know, in 2004, Howard Stern, Trump agrees with Stern, asks if he can refer to Ivanka. Then she was 23, so she wasn't, a teenager, but she was his child, okay? As a piece of ass. Trump responds affirmatively and adds that she's beautiful. There's more than this, and most of you have heard all of these things. This is not new information. This has been out there for a while, but I want to put it out there again because we really need to continue to focus on the horror of the Epstein files. We cannot lose our focus. We need to constantly be posting, sharing, and talking about this because with all of the other distractions, and not that they're not important things like his terrorizing people in Chicago and Portland and in other cities with ICE, we have to stay focused because the Epstein files, must come out. And let me be really clear once again, folks. The 218 votes, the only thing that does is bring a vote to the House floor. It does not release the files. And I don't believe for a second that this administration, this DOJ will ever release them. So I think that's gone. I think it's only going to happen if somebody who has the files that is not within the administration or knows something becomes a whistleblower. So that's what we all should hope for, but we all need to continue the pressure. Thank you, and continue to focus and post. Take, a screenshot of my thumbnail on this, use it as you will, post it, and let's continue this. This is so, so important for those girls. Thank you.